What's up, guys? Back again with another video. I know it's been a very long time. I've been taking a lot off. Basically a lot of time off from just mental health, work, family, sick, illness, stuff like that. But I'm back and I'm gonna keep getting you guys uploads like I used to. So basically I've been working on my Integra for quite some time, as everybody knows. The goal was to get the car out and have it out by April. We're now going into April, almost in about a week. Or if, depending on when I upload this, it could be April already. But, sorry, I'm sweating, I'm all hot, had the hoodie on. Cleaning up the garage, kind of working on another car too. But basically, a lot of things have happened since then, but I don't think the car is just gonna, not being negative, but being positive, it's just, I don't think the car's gonna be ready for a tune date on May. It happens. We're all goal-oriented. We all have certain days we want shit done, but, realistically, some things come up. A lot of things don't get done the way you wanted to. I have nobody to blame but myself, honestly. But as the time from now going on forward, I'm just keep pushing forward. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to do too much talking, but as of right now, I'm working on the RSX. Trying to get that car out so I can start driving it again. I miss driving a 5-speed. Automatic's nice because you just get in, drive. It's a cool, nice car, saves me gas, but at the end of the day, I'm starting to get bored. And now that I did the full engine bay harness all the way under the dash and the fuse box under the dash, now I entirely just changed everything. There's not a factory part. Well, it's all factory, but it's not the factory parts that it came with. So basically I changed the engine bay harness, the engine harness, which I want to switch back because the other harness was a lot cleaner, but there's nothing wrong with this one. It just works. I like things to look a lot presentable. Charge harness. I made a new charge harness through a rye wire harness, so I cut it to fit and made it a lot shorter because he ships them out very long so that you can like run around the entire bay twice almost. So I trimmed that down. It's got some really nice wire, thick gauge wiring for the charge harness. I also made my own charge harness on it, so it's completely like nice, clean, extended. No broken wires, no crazy crimps, none of that bullshit. It's got its own power cable, brand new. I made it just with stuff provided from a normal day part shop like my store. And let's see what else. Brand new ground cable from Honda it's an OEM ground cable. And also just random ground cables around the engine, so that way it's getting perfect ground. But I did fix the charge issue, so we're getting somewhere. So I'll show you a little bit on it. I did bring it back in the garage, so let's see. So here's the RSX. I have the valve cover off because I'm tired of getting oil leaks in the back of the valve cover. So I'm gonna clean this whole top of the head that surrounds the gasket area so that it'll stop leaking on the back side of the head, because it wasn't leaking on the front, but it was leaking on the back, and that was annoying the hell out of me. Because every time you go to get an oil change or something like that, you can see the oil just on the subframe. But this engine's super clean for a high mileage motor. And then no, I did not clean any of this shit. This engine was rebuilt way before I got it. I even got the receipts that show it was rebuilt in North Carolina. I don't know if my buddy Josh did anything on this. I believe he did say he did some timing or something like that. But this engine's been strong. It's like 200 and I think 40K maybe. But as you can see, it's not even gold. It's pretty damn clean if you ask me. But I'm doing the valve cover gasket on it real quick. I did throw on an RBC intake manifold on it. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this intake, because now that I don't have a stock RSX intake anymore, it doesn't fit like the elbow. So I might make my own custom one, since all I gotta do is drill and put this bung in for the intake temperature sensor. And then since I won't be running the fast idle valve, I can just go ahead and not drill a hole, and then I can delete that sensor and just put a bung in there with a little plug and call it a day. And for this breather, I might just put a breather filter on the valve cover like I have on the Integra. So that way, that's all taken care of. And maybe route the intake a little bit nicer. I was thinking, even though I redid the battery cables and everything, I might actually put this battery on the frame from like DC5 Creations. I might put it on the side just so I can get the battery out of there. Maybe I can put the intake from here, just like everybody else, over the radiator hose and just leave it right there. Just that way, excuse me, that way this filter is not, you know, next to the header. So it's not, you know, getting a bunch of hot air, but I got a pretty nasty header on it and 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust to a Vibrant Stealth and a Vibrant Bullet resonator. So I'm deciding I'm gonna probably start nailing this car again since I already paid for insurance on it. Might as well. Definitely taking the stock wheels off of it. Tires are junk anyways. But I was thinking about putting those 8th gen coupe wheels on it, just to spice it up a little bit. They're 18s, I believe, or they might be 17s. Hold on, let's see. They're the 18s, so yeah, we'll put some 18s on it. It had 18s on it before. I think they look really good. Now, it won't break loose or anything crazy, but I mean, it's a 200 horse engine, stock ECU. It's not gonna really be anything to be super fast, but I'm gonna have fun with it. Just again on the street, be able to drive some 6-speed manual again. It's gonna be nice. Gotta put all the interior back together because obviously it's a part. I might buy a shifter, actually, like a K-Tune rep or something, or maybe a K-Tune if someone has one for cheap. Let me know, hit me up. But other than that, I just gotta put some coolant, bleed it. I'm gonna take this throttle body off in a little bit and swap the gaskets just because it had somewhat of a surge, but I believe it's because it was low on coolant, and me taking this intake manifold off twice had caused a big, massive coolant leak from the hoses going to the idle air control valve. So once I get that fixed, I can be able to go ahead and drive this car again once I address all the regular issues. Not sure if I'm gonna put the original 02, 03 front end on it, but I do have a full A-spec. Side skirts, rear lip. I have the original Type S wing for it too, but none of this stuff is blue. This is all, believe it's like a pearl white or something like that. I also have a front lip, but it needs repaired. I might buy a plastic repair and just repair it just because it's an A-spec OEM kit, and that stuff's getting harder to find. I also have an additional rear A-spec lip for this too. If anybody needs it, hit me up. Or I might just get an A-spec front lip or a Mugen rep lip for the front because, I mean, it's just daily. Don't really give a shit about it, you know, looking super pretty, but it's got to look presentable. So I might paint the white side skirts and rear lip and everything once I get it on. And the front lip I might do on the 05. But other than that, that's an update on the RSX. And then I'll give you guys another update on another car I'm going to be working on here soon. I gotta fix the e-brake light because when it's down, I have it too tight, and just a little bit of movement, like it bouncing from driving, it'll throw the e-brake light on, and that's annoying. Check engine light on is for the secondary O2 sensor, which is in the wideband, so that's why it's on. And it's also throwing a idle air control valve short circuit, and if I wiggle the plug, it turns on, turns off, so I know it's the connector. But so far so good. Just got to put all this fucking interior back together, front end together. But I want to run the factory OEM fog light harness I got for it, and it even comes with a, let's see, I gotta find out where this one plug goes on this harness. Right here. I gotta find, if anybody has any clue where this plug is at. This is this one wire that goes into the under dash harness for the fog light button. That way it's an OEM harness, so I want it exactly like OEM. It's got the relay, all the plugs, the one that goes into the firewall to connect to the other one into the fuse box, another one's a fuse box. And then those, I believe, is on this light switch or something like that. But if anybody has any clue where this one goes, the seller was nice enough to leave it on there so I could depin it and put it in exactly on the other plug that I have in my car. So if anybody has any clue what this is, let me know. Yeah, about that vibrant action right there. Poor Integra. It'll be on the ground soon, don't worry. But I just picked this up in a trade with my buddy. Thanks to James. He hooked me up. It's got I believe it's a burnt valve. Cylinder's dead, but it's a pretty decent CRV. I was thinking of using it for the winter because I don't have myself. Now I do own a CRV, a 17, but I don't have my personal own all-wheel drive winter daily. So I figured, I could put insurance in on this in the winter, so that way I can just drive this back and forth to work. And it's just a normal day K24. I believe it has a burnt valve. Could have a hole in the piston, who knows? But once I get the RSX addressed and all done up the way I want, so I can start driving it, I'll pull this into the garage. It does start, it does run on 3 cylinders. Cylinder number 3, I believe, or cylinder number 2. Cylinder number 2 is the one that's dead. Got the injector unplugged so that it doesn't flood the cylinder, but it does run. Just zero compression on cylinder number 2, and it's I believe an 03 or 02. Can't remember now, but it's an EX. It's got a sunroof. Used to be a mail carrier's car, so it's dirty as shit. But it's all black on black interior. I'll probably clean it up, and I won't care if the interior gets beat up, so I can run and go get parts. But let me see if I can get this shit open. I haven't even fucked with this car since I brought it home, but I'm waiting for the title to come in the mail. I'll get that call from the license lady, but that's all the interior. And every door panel has, yep, this one's missing. But every door panel is peeling, typical. But the door's closed like it's new still. Just a little beat up, probably clean up pretty nice though. Other than that, that's the next car we're gonna be working on. Get it ready for winter, but that'll be later on, not right now, not the focus. Focus is to get this out and continue fabricating parts so I can get that out. But like always, if you guys have any ideas, anything you want to see, any questions about my Integra build, anybody who's new to the channel, who hasn't really watched any of my videos fully or watched them and just has any questions about the setup or anything like that, just hit me up, let me know, and I'll be able to answer your question as best as I can. Anything on the RSX, and make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to comment, because you know, every little bit counts, and I appreciate everybody's support. Shout out to Smooth.999 for winning the turbo giveaway on a GT45. It gets shipped out next week, and I might do another one, maybe something different, I don't know, but I don't mind giving away stuff, and you know, all the heavy support I've been getting from just everybody has been, it's been amazing. And thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for understanding. I haven't been on and uploading lately, but I'm coming back, and better health and everything else. Later.